Here I have a page built with Cq5, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and using all the components that Adobe Cq5 that the content management system offers. Here I have a top navigation bar. Here I have a carousel that is built with JavaScript, and here inside this there is a component that is called parses and a column control. So every column control, a column control is out of the box component, a default component that comes with the Cq5. And with this component, we can define the number of columns that we're gonna have, and the base for this is a parses, a paragraph system component that is also comes with Cq5, and in which we can drag and drop and easily maintain our page. Right now I'm in the preview mode of my website. As you guys can see here, this is the sidekick that is used for drag and drop options here in Cq5. Here is the design mode, and as I was telling before, here I have the parses element and the column control, and this column control is controlled by this format. We're gonna have two columns, the semicolon, the label that I'm gonna add that is gonna use my CSS style sheet, and this is just a label for me to identify it. So for this we use CSS in order to control all the pictures and the content that we're gonna display, just how it's gonna look. Now the code of all of this is here in the right now I'm using CRXD Lite in order to modify and do the code that the page is using. So right now the website that I was showing you is my website, and a website or an application built with Cq5 uses a template and a component. Here I have all my template that I'm using. I'm using the content page. That's the main template that I'm using. These are two just for testing, and this what is defining is that I'm gonna use the components with that template. So the components that I'm using here, as you can see here, the Sling resource type that I'm using with my template is this. It is in here, my website, the components content page, and this component is located here, content page, in my components folder. And as you can see here, this has a super type, like an inheritance from the foundation and components page, that it's one of the libraries that has Cq5. All of these are just parameters and properties of the page, of the component, and this is how it's built. My website has this is the web content management. So here it's all my pages, and here you can define like a tree. That is how your page is gonna look like, and that's how it's gonna be in the root. With this web content management system, I can manage the websites that I'm creating, the applications that I'm creating. So right now my tree of my application is like this. This is my application, my website, and then it comes English, and then products, and that's the main page that we did see before. After this is where the page are created, and here we can see here we can see the web page and the template that it's using. Templates are built up components, and the components are small pieces of are used to render the content and has the application and shows the content. Here, going back to this CRD line, here I have almost all the code that my application is using. Here, this is my template is using this component, and this component is rendering the whole content, build up other components as well. Right now, the main page is this content page, and this content page is loading these two components, scripts, sorry. So head is in charge of well, it's actually not in charge of much, since everything is being doing here in this body script. The body script which we have here is including this component that I did from scratch. These are common. This div is just to organize, and so we can add in the styles, and this is just organization. And here is including the footer and the center. That is another script that is right here, and that is doing the main thing here. So right here I have this trail and this title that it's right here. This trail and title, and here is the slider component that is kind of the carousel that is built here, and here the slider. In the slider we're using the client libs, and here using the digital asset management, which is right here, in which we have all our images or digital assets like images or files that we can download from a website. And this is actually a good thing about Cq5. After that, going back to center, I have this parses component that I was telling you about, and this parses is the one that is in charge of the first row of the column control, this first row, and in the second row we're using another parses element, and at the bottom we have the toolbar component, that it's another component that is in here. Here's like the logic of the website, and here in the content we have as the same thing as we can see here, the web content management. We can see here and the content folder, my website. Here is and products, and right here there is something interesting, and it's the design path. We can have our CSS and all of our style sheets here at the designs. It's supposed to be there, so I'm using there, and right here is at the designs folder, author, sorry, and here on designs folder, it's where is the style sheet that I'm using, and this right here. And in this we have all the style sheets, all the CSS code that it needed to render the page. And here like here we can, here's the parses component for the column control, and here's how the columns are built. This is the first format, the first grid that is using 3 columns 33% each one. And right here, another thing, here there is another application. It's a link for another application that is built, that is GCR, a customer persistent application. Since this Cq5 it doesn't have a database, a relational database like other applications. Is not built on SQL. It uses the Java content repository, and in here I'm using a bundle, and there is an OSGI bundle. That is one of the main things that Cq5 has, and in these we can create these bundles in order to do the logic of our applications. And the good thing about this is that we can start and we can turn off the bundles, modify them, and we don't have to stop all the page. We can just go here and manage our bundle. In this, in here we can see all the bundles that we're running right now. So right now this application is just a simple application that saves data here, and here is returning the number of customers that I have, and all that is recorded in it. Since it is not a relational database, it's recorded in nodes. That's the main thing. It's like a file system, and all that is recorded here. Actually, it's in content, and you can see here customer, and all of those fields are actually properties here, and that's how the content is added. For that, in order to do that, we can use Eclipse and Maven to create that. So here in Eclipse, we have I have my customer service, and my is implementing this interface that is ingesting, like inserting data, and this is the data that it's inserting: first name, last name, here's the address and the description. And here we have our main code. The thing that we have to note here, like we have to see here, the main thing is this resource resolver, and this brings this is an implementation of this results reserve factory. This annotation is actually an Apache Felix SCR annotation, and is the one that defines the server's interface that is provided by the component. So after we add our code, our Java code here, that's basically what the OSGI bundles are. It's Java, it's built on Java. After that, we use Maven in order to create our bundle, and after it's created, we're gonna see something like this, This is a zip, but it's actually gonna upload a jar. An OSGI bundle is basically a jar application, a jar application with a manifest that declares what the bundle is doing. Here we can actually see the manifest, the web console, bundle web console. This is the manifest, and here we can see the version of the bundle that is using, and another properties of the bundle that we uploaded. And that's basically what this page is doing.